Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're going to be looking at the astrology for the week of April 4th through April 10th. We do have the Aquarius New Moon coming in on the 9th. I'm going to talk to you about this Aquarius New Moon. That is the spread that I'm going to be offering tonight. I am going to go over a couple of hot dates for the whole week. So we're going to focus on that Aquarius new moon. Don't forget, guys, we are multi-streaming. So we're on 3 different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. Vanessa, hello. All right, guys, I'm just getting my notes out and I'm going to go over the transit dates. Remember, we did all of February. So all February transit dates are posted on my YouTube channel under the live tab. But I'm just going to give us a little recap because there was several different transits happening almost each day this week. Of course, again, we are going to focus on the Aquarius new moon. I do feel like that is going to be the most impactful energy, but I just want to touch on those other dates. Just in case there's any dates we need to circle on our calendars, right? So let's start with February 4th. We have the moon in Sagittarius, and the moon is going to be square Saturn in Pisces. This is the day that I said we may struggle with discipline on this day. On February 5th, we have Mercury entering Aquarius, and this energy is going to be conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. So this is going to be about intuition and premonitions. I said, I believe for those of us on the twin journey, 2-5 would be a hot date. So you may want to circle that on your calendar. Some of you guys have already started to reach out to me and you're already starting to feel this energy. Some of you guys are having premonitions coming through in your dreams, right? February 6th, we have Moon in Capricorn, and it's going to be trying Jupiter in Taurus. This is a very optimistic energy, glass half full for sure, right? This energy is going to help you look on the brighter side of things. On February 7th, we have Venus in Capricorn, and this energy is going to be trying Uranus in Taurus. So this is about social circles opening and finding new ways to connect. On February 7th, for those of you that are on the twin journey, look at that, 7 people total. So 7's interesting, sticking out. For those of you on the twin journey, I would definitely circle February 7th as a hot date. Very possible that something could happen on that date, right? All right, I got a little bit of a issue on Facebook, but give me just a moment and I'll take care of it very quickly. Our Sandra is with us. Diana's at her football game, so we're cheering on her team in hopes that they win the Super Bowl. But yeah, look at that. Took care of it. All cleaned up. Hi, Sherry. All right, so also let's keep going. February 8th, we have the Sun in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus. This day is not a date to give into impulse. This is a date where you're going to get to the heart of the matter. Also on February 8th, we have the moon entering Aquarius, important changes and unconventional energy. So I said that a lot when we talked about the February transits. I said unconventional energy several times, and I also said expanding that social circle. So keep those in mind as we're working through February. And then on February 9th, we do have the Aquarius new moon. This is beneficial changes for independence, again, expanding social circles and working towards your future. And on your screen there, I made some notes for you guys because the Aquarius new moon is also an opportunity to set yourself free from some sort of financial arrangement that you that isn't working for you currently or anymore, right? And it's also possible that you will air out some emotional baggage that was holding you back or keeping you from being able to move forward on your journey. So we're going to stick with that energy when we're looking at that spread that you can see on your screen. Also on February 9th, we have Moon in Aquarius square Uranus in Taurus. This energy could give us some impatience. It's going to be difficult for us to maintain self-control on this day. You may channel this energy into something more positive, and that could be helpful. Also, for those of you on the twin journey, 2-9 would be considered a hot date, and I would circle that on my calendar. The last date is going to be February 10th. And February 10th, we have Mercury in Aquarius, and it's going to be square Jupiter in Taurus. So this is a good day to take a break. I put chill energy down for my notes. So for those of you that are looking for a day of rest or a day just to take to yourself, that could definitely be the date, February 10th. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do tonight. Jana Banana on Twitch. Hello. Natalie Brown on Facebook. Look at everybody coming in. Hi, Michelle. All right. So here's what we're doing tonight. And remember, guys, I'm going to offer these readings after the collective reading. So I am going to do a collective reading first where we look at masculine energy, feminine energy. And remember, that's going to correlate differently for those of us that are on the twin journey. And then, of course, those of us that are balancing masculine and feminine energies within, right? So just take it how it resonates. Don't try to make anything fit. I feel like I've been telling people all week in the Etsy shop, if you're not on the twin journey, like don't wish for it, right? Just be on the journey that you're on and work on that journey. But for those of you that are on the twin journey, I feel like this is going to be a very important new moon. So I know it's funny that I said that the new moons and full moons feel like they've been swapped. Do you guys feel that too? Let me know in the comments, because I feel like ever since that Cancer full moon at the end of 2023, and as we moved into the Capricorn new moon, it definitely felt like they were swapped to me. And Leo full moon we just had a few days ago, definitely, I mean, new moon definitely felt like full moon definitely felt like a new moon, right? All right, guys. So Aquarius New Moon is going to be the reading that I'm going to recommend. It is 5 cards. It is a 5-card spread, and I'm going to show you guys that spread one more time. Love messages because it is the month of February, and I love y'all. General guidance is free. Talking to Heaven is free. If you want to ask a specific question, it is $10 energy exchange. Remember, these are detailed readings. If you want twin flame current energy, it's 15. Again, very detailed. And I've also added the Pluto something is still hidden reading. You can see that on the bottom of your screen, because Pluto energy is here very strongly, will be here for quite some time, and it's definitely bringing up some things that could have been hidden for quite some time, right? You guys will see my Cash App logo. Can you guys see it on the top side of your screen there? And it makes it pretty easy just to use your phone, scan that logo, and make your payment for your paid readings. I seen another reader doing this, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Why haven't I done this before? We do also accept PayPal, and the links for my Cash App and PayPal are in the description box of the video if that makes it easier. All right, guys. So Aquarius New Moon, a card to represent the new moon energy. I am going to use the energy oracle for these spreads. A fresh idea that will come to you, something that you need to free yourself from, and where you need to set your intention so that energy will flow in that direction. And of course, I'll close it out with guidance. That's going to be the Aquarius New Moon reading that I am offering. Remember, guys, again, after the collective. All right. Let's get to it. How's it look, guys? Can you guys see new curtains? Miss Tina hooked me up back there, right? I hope it's not too dark. I tried to get the light. I still need to get like one of those great big ring lights, but I think after that we're gonna be set, right? It's been a long day for me, y'all. A long day. I've been up and going, making thumbnails for the week, getting all the videos set out since I would say 5 a.m. And guys, all the live streams are set, so you guys can hit that notify me button. I know YouTube doesn't always send out notifications, especially if we have uploads. I did have about, I think half the uploads are up. I went through Aries through Scorpio, so those are posted for this week. You can find that under the video tab, right, of our YouTube channel. And I will post the rest of them. I'll start posting them in the morning. Remember, guys, we're always trying to stay a week ahead. So these are going to be the videos that are for this week. All right. Tonight's live, we're looking at the dates of February 4th through February 10th. And that new moon, that Aquarius new moon, doesn't come in until I believe it's Thursday or Friday. So It's Friday, right? So it's like Friday of the next week. So it does definitely seem like it's still a little ways out, right? Sandra says lighting is better. I think Miss Tina found these beautiful sheer curtains at a local thrift store, and she brought them. I mean, it matches so perfect the paint that she has in this room. But I told her, I said, it just makes everything pop, and it just makes everything look so much brighter than that dark purple blanket we had, right? I love it. Totally love it. All right, I'm going to start masculine energy first. And I do have the Heal Yourself reading cards out. So we have the rejection card. It's one of my least favorite cards in the Heal Yourself reading cards. You see that cobweb attached to her shoulder. So right here is the mirror. I used to think it was a picture frame, right? But it's the mirror. You can see the masculine, like part of his face in this mirror, and you can see the cobweb coming from his hand to her shoulder. So I always get this energy with this card, like, I can't have you and no one else can either. Or I don't want you, but no one else can have you. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy that I get with that. I don't know if that's necessarily towards the divine feminine or if that's energy of something that this divine masculine is dealing with. I don't think it's divine feminine. I think it's something that they're dealing with. So they could be dealing with someone in their own perspective environment where it's like someone that's like like treating them in a way like they don't want them, but also like they don't want anyone else to have them. And I mean, for some of us, I guess it could definitely be very twin based, right? The cobweb is like something from the past that's always attached. Divine masculine could be feeling that also. I had some, and I'm not going to mention any names, but we have some. I don't know how to do that. We have a new quiet person. I don't want to piss anybody off. It's a touchy situation, but we have a new divine masculine, I guess you could say, that has been receiving Etsy readings. So I'm definitely getting like a broader perspective, I guess you could say, a bigger perspective, more masculine energy perspective. And I find it interesting because this person talked to me about cord cutting. And so I found that really interesting because I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know. Like, I thought feminine energy to try to do cord cutting. I didn't realize that like masculine energy also tried to do cord cutting. So I found that pretty interesting. And also like pretty recent because remember, we just have this divine masculine and this mass awakening. So it's like they awakened and it got challenging and they were like ran straight to the cord cutting, right? I just want to say, if cord cutting worked, we would never hear about this type of spiritual awakening journey because the moment we reach dark night of the soul, we would all cut the cords, right? All right, let's look at the feminine energy. We have the soulmate card coming out. I see healing. Remember, there's no twin flame card in Heal Yourself reading cards. There are 3 different types of relationships, right? I believe we have one twin flame. I do not believe everyone is a twin flame. I believe we could have multiple soulmates. Soulmates don't always have to be love relationships, but the best ones are, right? And I believe that we have karmic relationships, and karmic relationships are those challenging, difficult lessons. Is it possible that divine feminine is focused on soulmate energy? Yes, because I feel like we're at this stage where we're kind of just sick of it, right? Like we're just all, I don't know. It's like meet me at my level or get out of my doorway, right? It's like I feel like that's kind of where we're at. see new energy over on Twitch. Cottage Country and Mr. Savagistic. And I will be offering free readings, guys, right after the collective. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. We have the selling out card. Ooh, that's rough. And we have the pride card on the bottom. The pride card talks about how we're not always right about a situation. The pride card, I mean, look at it. It's a nasty card. It talks about depletion. Talks about giving everyone else what it is that your soul is requiring. And this is going to be bridging energy. So this is something that we're learning right now. And I just want to say, I feel like this is not a new lesson. This is something we've learned before, right? I feel like it could definitely be new for masculine energy, especially like at the beginning of awakening when you're like understanding your worth or learning your worth or becoming more confident in your self-worth, right? Very possible that masculine could be learning that they've been pouring their depletion and it's time for them to replenish their own cup. But coming out for divine feminine, that kind of throws me off a little bit because I feel like we know this lesson. We know this lesson. We've been doing this. We've been, implementing these things. So it kind of makes me wonder, have we like 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of situation? All right, so I'm going to pull Tarot of the Sweet Twilight, my newest favorite tarot set. And I'm going to look at rejection, that masculine energy first. Wow, my favorite card. All right, so it is the Four of Wands. And I want to get the box so I can show you guys. It's interesting because I did a Twin Flames 2 questions out of the Etsy shop right before this live. Yeah, 11/6, I have your reading done. But this card came out, and I just want to say that card too. But the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight, you see the card on there, the Four of Wands, and remember, Four of Wands is 11/11, twin flame, right? It is the firm foundation, financial security, all that stuff, right? But in this particular set, it tells a very specific story. This tarot set tells a story about these 2 lovers, that these 2 soul spiritual lovers, right? It talks about how like they have to go out during the day and fight the darkness, right? The demons, right? And then it's like at night or the twilight hours, right, is when they come together and they're allowed this time of rest, at this time of like safety where nothing can touch them in this moment. It reminds me a lot of 5D whenever I use these cards, and a lot of us have been experiencing like 5D dreams, 5D messages, and these types of things. A lot of us are starting to learn what the 5D is to begin with. So I find it pretty interesting that that's going to be first card out. So it's like there could be I'm getting like a sense of like a wanting to connect, wanting to reach out. We have the Chariot. The Chariot is the ride or die partner. It's Cancer energy. It talks about like, don't be afraid to move quickly. Don't be afraid to move quickly. We also have the Star coming out, and the Star, there's that Aquarius energy. It is about nourishing something. You see how it looks like she's watering herself, nourishing something, taking care of something. But the Star is bright hope for the future, and it's going to be something new, like a clean slate, a redo, right? All right, so Five of Wands is coming out for feminine energy. It tells me that you're going through something challenging. Ten of Swords is here, and Ten of Swords says that this is the completion to a painful life cycle. And we have Queen of Wands here. So I feel like this could have something more to do with twin energy than it does soulmate energy. So we talked about those three different energies earlier, right? So we can understand now that there's three different types of relationships. I do feel some soulmate energy surrounding this divine feminine. And I do feel like that could be what's challenging. And that has been what's challenging, right? And it's because we keep thinking that we have to pick something. And I keep telling us that we don't have to pick something. We just have to align with our purpose. And when we align with our purpose, then what's meant to be ours cannot pass us, right? The sun, bright hope for the future. Again, happiness, excitement, joy. So for divine feminine, you're having a hard time closing out the painful part of this chapter, closing out the painful part of this journey so that you can move forward. Now, whether that's with your twin or with a soulmate, I feel like that's going to be individual for each one of us, right? All right, let's look at the selling out card. So this card is definitely throwing me off. So this is bridging energy. Remember, when I made this spread, this is masculine, this is feminine, and this is what we're both currently working on at this time. This is the spiritual lesson. Remember, you don't have to be together to be learning the spiritual lesson. It's a simultaneous incarnation of your soul. You can be in different places of the world with different people, but it's still the same spiritual lesson, right? We have the Ace of Cups, an overflow of emotion. We have the Judgment card, strong Scorpio coming out, and this is going to be about hearing the calling. And we have the Five of Cups coming out. It's so interesting. I'm getting this energy like someone could feel like they missed something, they missed the calling, it's too late for something. There's never any such thing. Nine of Cups is on the bottom. Nine of Cups is about divine wishes being granted, and it kind of looks like it's being delivered, right? Like you see the swan coming in towards her, so it's this energy of like it's being delivered. Something is on its way, and it's very possible here we have some repeat lessons. I said that earlier, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So Ace of Cups is an overflow of emotion, but it's also intuition. So it's like it could be intuitive hits, right? Especially coming out next to the Judgment card. So it's like you could be seeing, I'm almost getting like the red flags is what I'm getting. It's like you could be seeing some, it's not necessarily 2 steps, forward, 1 step back, however I said it, but it's like, it's more of like you're getting to see what depletes you. You're getting to see like the red flags. You're not being triggered per se, but it's like you're seeing it and you're taking action towards it before it can actually trigger you or before you feel like you take any type of loss. And I feel like that could have played completely different had that Nine of Cups not came out on the bottom. All right, so now we're going to do head, heart, and higher self. So I'm going to look at the head space, thoughts, the heart space, feelings, and the higher self lesson. We're going to start with masculine first. We have door to value coming out in the headspace. I'm getting more of, it could have something to do with money, but I'm getting more of like, this has to do with understanding their own value or their own worth. I see the deceit card on the bottom. So the deceit card talks about like the man behind the curtain, someone that talks a lot of stuff, but not willing to show their face, right? So I do feel like this is going to be about understanding their worth. They could be around, remember I said that, like they could be around this energy where it's like, I don't want you, but no one else can have you either, right? So yeah, definitely struggling with some self-worth, self-confidence here for divine masculine. And could be dealing with this energy. The Deceit card always gives me this like Wizard of Oz feeling. That little, remember the Wizard of Oz? Some of you guys may not because you know it's really old. But there was a movie way back in the day, The Wizard of Oz, and it had this little man behind a curtain with this big loud speaker voice, you know, that he, you know, like put out through the speaker. So he made himself sound like he was so big and so powerful, but really he was just this tiny little man that didn't hold very much power at all, right? So it's like somebody could be talking smack to divine masculine about their value, and it's like the person saying it doesn't hold any worth, like they don't have any value. It's that type of energy. So clearly could be like some karmic ties going on there, right? All right, man holding a heart is coming out. How interesting is that? And that's coming out in the heart space. So I do feel like this divine masculine is dealing with someone who's saying like you're not worth something, or you're not good, or you know, you gotta, I don't know what's happening there. But in the heart space, the man holding a heart, this is someone who's loyal, faithful, honest, all the good things, right? And remember, we have telepathy in the heart space. So is it very possible, I say yes, that energy is coming from divine feminine to divine masculine through the heart space, especially when we're feeling like this lower vibrational energy, depending on what it is that they're having to deal with. All right, let's look at higher self lesson for divine masculine. Absolutely. Look at that. Angel of love comes out. Caring connection is on the bottom. This is one of my twin flame blue cards. But angel of love says that this angel comes down when unconditional love is needed. So I do feel like this angel is here for divine masculine. This is a higher self lesson at this time because they are dealing with someone or something that's trying to like suck the life out of them, kind of like tell them they're not worthy of something. All right, I do feel like this is going to be messages. So let's see what comes out for divine feminine when we get to the heart space. All right, so headspace, we have the walking away card. The walking away card hasn't really been walking away to me for the last several weeks now. It's more walking towards something. So if you look at the definition in the energy oracle to the walking away card, there's two cards. Remember, there was the garden and the gate, and then the walking away. The garden and the gate, it shows her in the gate, and there's like all these beautiful flowers and these bird feeders, and it's like she's definitely taken some time to like fix up her garden. She's very comfortable in it. The gate is locked and she's wearing a key around her neck, right? And it talks about like needing to leave your comfort zone, and you have the key, like you have to open the gate and go out. This is the card after. This is when she's opened the gate and went out. You see what I mean? So it's like in the headspace, you're going towards spirit, ascension. And I think that's us not knowing kind of danger zone, but not knowing like what to do, right? So it's like, what do we choose? And I keep saying, like, if we choose the purpose, if we choose spirit, you just can't go wrong, right? If you choose a person, they can definitely let you down because we're human, right? So the journey card, big confirmation here. I do feel like this is messages going back and forth through the heart space. I see the action card too. It is like that, drop the luggage, pick a direction. I think the masculine could be learning about the twin journey, and I think the divine feminine could be trying to send more like positive messages to the divine masculine about their self-confidence or their self-worth. All right, let's look at higher self. Higher self for divine feminine, we have door to personal healing and happiness. I see the strategy card, journal log is on here. Spirit's really been getting on to me because I've been slacking on my journaling. So I imagine we've all been slacking on our journaling. So I definitely feel like that's something that's very helpful and we need to get back on, right? But door to personal healing and happiness, that's going to be part of it, right? It's like we're not allowing anyone or anything to block our doorway at this time, and that is going to be the higher self lesson for divine feminine. But here's what I'm going to say. Ready? I'm going to step on some toes, and I don't mean to. I love y'all, but it's like spirit's not allowing ourselves to block our own doorway either, so keep that in mind too. All right, I'm going to pull some messages. I'm going to do the OGs. So remember, guys, I made these based on my own journey. There are a few of these that are collective energies I picked up from doing your private readings in my Etsy shop. But for the most part, these are from my own twin journey. All right, so I'm going to start 3 from masculine to feminine. I'm so proud of you. Push it to the limits. And I'm grateful for our journey. I feel like those are all very 3D messages. I doubt myself is on the bottom. Big confirmation to that lack of confidence over there for divine masculine. The only thing I'm going to say about that is, and I feel like I say this often, I wish that, so like let's say if I'm divine feminine and I'm talking to divine masculine, I wish that they could see themselves how I see them. Does that make sense? Or like, I guess it happens too the other way around for divine masculine to divine feminine. It's like divine masculine sees divine feminine in a certain type of light. Sometimes it can seem, I mean, I know it sounds cheesy, but sometimes it can seem angelic, right? So it's like, but we don't see ourselves that way. And isn't that interesting? So it's like, I wish people, like we could somehow show people their value, how we see their value or how we see their worth. All right, let's do 3 from divine feminine to divine masculine. I'm doing this to protect you. This is too hard. Why can't I cut you off? We talked about that cord cutting in the reading. And my mind replays all of our memories. I'm still here cheering you on. Don't quit now is on the bottom. And there is definitely this energy of divine feminine having to send like encouragement, positivity, that type of energy. All right, I'm going to close it out. Power of love activation. And then I will go see who all is here. I'll show you guys what readings we're doing. All right, guidance. We have forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. We have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. And we have empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. And that's just confirmation of us feeling each other's energy. And release is on the bottom. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. And I just want to mention that because the rejection card was here. And whenever I see this release card, we are releasing anything that's not for our greater good at this time to the universe. We're not abandoning it. We're not rejecting it. We're not denying it. We're releasing it to the universe. If it's meant to be in alignment, if it's meant to be with us, then it's like it can't pass us, right? That's what we're doing. All right, that's going to be your collective reading, guys. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, but I'm going to show you guys what we're doing tonight. Let's see. All right, so here's the free, guys, free. 5 cards, Aquarius New Moon, and you can see the spread there. Card that represents new moon energy, a fresh idea, something you need to free yourself from, where you need to put your energy so that energy will flow in that direction, and of course, guidance. That's going to be the one that I recommend the most. But here are all the readings that I'm offering tonight. Sandra is helping me make a list because she loves me and knew I was panicking. I see 17 people total. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I think it's Twitch. Is it Twitch? Twitch is on fire. All right. Jaina Banana on Twitch. Sherry on YouTube. Cottage Country on Twitch. Michelle on YouTube. Vanessa on Facebook. Mr. Savagistic. Majestic. I'll get it right. Twitch. Tiona on Facebook. That's new energy. Bling Girl on Twitch. Is it Vanna not white? Miss L. Hi, Miss L. JOAO. JO. I see Danger Zone. Danger Zone, let me know if you want to get added. Creative Arts. Oh, Creative Arts. Energy exchange for questions. Energy exchange. Information is on your screen. Jana Banana's like, I'm first. You are. Okay, so you have to tell me when I call your name, which reading? Aquarius New Moon, love messages, general guidance. I am going to pull from Queen of the Moon for general guidance, guys. And talking to heaven always, always. All right. Aquarius New Moon. Sweet. Guys, if you do a paid reading, paid readings do jump the line, of course. So please let us know in the comments. Links are going to be in the description box. Oh yes, everybody, please hit that like button. Thank you, Miss L. All right, Jana, first card we're going to look at is going to be the new moon energy, Aquarius new moon energy coming in for you. All right, so we have rest and rejuvenation coming out, and Door to Spirit is here. Door to Spirit says that the veil is being moved so that you can get a message to you. Aquarius new moon is going to be new energy that's coming to you. I'm getting like an expansion in the mind, in the headspace. This could be like third eye awakening. You could be receiving downloads. For me, when I had third eye awakening, I didn't really understand what was happening. I just realized that I suddenly had this like instant knowing. It's like I just knew stuff and I didn't question it or didn't doubt it. And not only did I know stuff, but it was like I was proven to me. Like there was several times where it was like I seen something maybe in a meditation and then it happened that day, right? I talked about that energy. Remember, this is the week that we have that one day comes in where there could be some premonitions, right? And a lot of you guys have been talking to me about your dreams in your personal readings. So yeah. All right, let's look at a fresh new idea that will come to you. You have appreciation. I think the fresh new idea is maybe learning. So with the appreciation card, you always see like this, it's a really weedy flower garden. It's like the garden is very big. There's not very many flowers blooming. It kind of feels like it's being choked out. Like there's a lot of work to be done in this garden. But I think you now have like some new direction or some new understanding, some new clarity, right? Third eye awakening. And now you realize like maybe things were getting challenging, things were getting difficult, like maybe your life felt like this garden where it was like there was all these weeds and you just needed to be able to have time to just kind of clean things out. I feel like you could have like the know-how and now, right? Like the fresh new idea of how to start cleaning that out. All right, now I'm going to look at something that you need to free yourself from. Something that you need to free yourself from. Aquarius energy, it's all about freedom. We have the angel of strength coming out and we have 6 chakras. So we do see that third eye. Are you fearful of your awakening? Are you fearful of the things that you're seeing or the things that you now have a knowing of? All right, now I'm going to look at where you need to put your intention so that energy will flow in that direction. We have the strategy card that's really direct. You see the journal log written on there. So it's definitely going to be about journaling, writing things down. For you, this, Jana, this may have something to do with writing a letter. I said this earlier today. I made a comment. I was talking to Divine Masculine Energy, and I said that we need to make the effort to write things down. Like, yes, it would be easier to pick up a phone and just say whatever it is that needs to be said. But I think there's something about writing it down, like writing the energy down, writing the words down. All right, last card I'm going to pull is going to be guidance. had the woman holding a coin card. Look at the black cat. So the woman holding a coin tells me there's this energy about um, understanding your worth, your value, but the black cat stuck out to me right away. So it's like understanding your spiritual worth or your spiritual value. It could have something to do with like your spiritual abilities. All right, Jana, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All Things Charms on Twitch. Hello. Third eye opening is more about a new perspective. I would agree with that. I feel like I see everything differently now, right? So we think we know things, and then we have third eyes, like, oh, didn't know things as well as I thought I did, right? Let's change. Vanessa, you are number 5, and Tiona, you are number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how I have it on my list. Did I mess it up? Y'all just be patient with. They're free. They're totally free readings. I love y'all. Sherry, Aquarius New Moon, Cottage Country, your Twitch is gonna be next. All right, Sherry, say hi to me in the comments. Let me know that you're still here and you waited so patiently. All Things Charms wants to be put on the list. Oh, look, she's got you. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra jumping back and forth from YouTube to Twitch. All right, Sherry, here we go. Aquarius New Moon. So first thing we're looking at is the energy coming in with Aquarius New Moon. Have the Envy card, fighting to get out. I'm not really getting envy with this energy. I'm getting more fuel for your fire. You could have someone around you that is envious of something that you're getting. And the interesting part is, like, I feel like this is new to you. It's not even a lot. And it's like the person, for some reason, is, they're envious. But I think whatever this energy is, Sherry, like, it's gonna fuel the fire. It's gonna fuel. That's the Leo full moon energy we just had. But it's gonna give you the passion, the drive that you need to go for more of something. All right, let's look at a fresh new idea that could come in with this energy. A fresh new idea. We have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. It could be a couple things, Sherry. So Archangel Michael is the protector of the twins, right? Or those that relate with the twin journey. And it's also the first chakra, so it's about your roots or getting back to your roots, or it could have something to do with grounding yourself, but I think the idea is going to be about getting back to your roots. I get this energy with this card too, like maybe it's something that you started originally or started before, and it's like you ventured away from that plan and then dealt with this energy, and it's like now you realize what this energy is, so it's like now you're going back to the beginning. All right, let's look at something that you need to free yourself from. We have the action card, so it's going to be in action. Procrastination. Sherry, I've been fighting the procrastination. Um, I feel like this is gonna be one of my next like biggest things that spirit forces me to go through, right? Um, how interesting. I haven't got up and my puffer is gone. It's like spirit tells me I can't have the puffer during the live. But anyway, it's gonna be the fear to move or fear to take action is kind of what I'm getting there. It could also be something about reckless action because the action card does talk about how the horses are moving so quickly. There's like a blur in the picture. So it is very possible there is some reckless action and you could be needing to free yourself from that. I also notice how the horse in the front is white and the horse in the back is black. Shadows. Lower vibrational energies. All right, where you need to put your intuition so that energy will flow. Your intentions so that energy will flow in that direction. We have the thinking man. So the thinking man, a really specific card in the energy oracle. The world is here, so it could be about like opportunities. But the thinking man talks about how you have something of value. You may not know what it is or what to do with it, but it says someone comes into your environment and helps you figure it out. So I feel like where spirit's asking you to put your intentions is in getting the clarity or understanding or knowledge that you need that has to do with something that you have of value. For most of us, especially on this journey, it's going to be about our abilities, our different abilities. I always say, like, if you're on this twin journey, we have purpose. I said this to someone else today too. I was like, I don't think that the purpose to this journey is like we're here to teach unconditional love, right? Like we're here to do that by example. In other words, we have to learn to heal and unconditionally love ourselves and people around us see us doing this and then they learn how to do this, right? I always say like this is spirit's will. I just can't picture spirit's will like I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, Rosa, the cup is half empty." I get it, but it's like I just can't picture spirit going. I need unconditional love on this planet, but I'm going to make sure that Rosa and so get married and spend a couple years together and live happily ever after in the middle of all that. Happily ever after is, what's life expectancy? 70 something years old. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm 40 something years old. So let's say I heal and I come into union with my twin and now what we get like what 10, 15, 20 years of happiness and then what that's it, that the whole journey was for that. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, I just feel like it's a lot bigger than that. I feel like it's about spirit's will and spirit's purpose, and that is love and teaching and sharing and giving unconditional love. And I think that's what we're supposed to be doing on this journey. All right, let's look at the guidance card. All right, Sherry, what's spirit's guidance for this Aquarius new moon energy? You have the sun card. I heard go outside, spend some more time outside. That could be what you're procrastinating. I also see the community card. It could have something to do with like minds or like joining clubs or groups of like minds. But the sun is going to be about basking in joy and happiness. And it's definitely going to be about getting outside, getting more sunlight. I've been getting this card a lot, Sherry, in my own personal readings, and it is about just being out in that sun. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. You are, Sandra. I think you're doing an amazing job. All right, Cottage Country on Twitch. Let me show you guys the readings. Let me know when I call your name. Cottage Country on Twitch. All right, Cottage, say hi to me in the comments. Let me know that you waited so very patiently over there on Twitch. Michelle on YouTube, you're going to be after Cottage Country. So Michelle, if you're here, say hi to me in the comments. Let me know which reading. If we don't hear from Cottage Country, we will move on to Michelle. All right, Cottage Country. Michelle is ready. So going once. Feels like Cottage is gone. I understand. Thank you, Mr. Savage. All right, let's do Michelle's. I see the throat chakra, Michelle. Let's see if it comes back out. All right, so we have that Angel of Strength coming out. This is going to be the card that represents the new moon energy that's coming in. So that's beautiful. I also have the 7th chakra Archangel Uriel, and this is going to be the fresh new idea that comes to you, something that you need to free yourself from. We have the contract card here. It's like you were blindfolded when you signed the contract. It's like you didn't have all the information. And that's something about that you need to free yourself from. And then where you need to put your intentions so that energy will flow in that direction. We have that Sun card coming back out, and guidance is going to be trusting your intuition. I do see yin yang on the bottom, and it is going to be that it is twin flame clue card for sure, but it's out with the old and with the new. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Vanessa on Facebook, you're next. I'm going to start moving through them a little bit faster, guys. Thank you, Michelle. All right, Vanessa on Facebook, let me know that you're still here. I see your yay. Let me know which reading we're doing. General, please. All right, let me grab Queen of the Moon. We have Nourishment coming out. We have the Void coming out, and the Boundaries card. Surrender is on the bottom. I feel like you have surrendered, but it's now this energy of like, where do I go from here? The Nourishment cards, mind, body, and soul. So it's just telling me that it's very possible your mind is telling you to do something, but your heart wants you to do something else. So you could feel like you're being like pulled in different directions. Balance is going to be key, mind, body, soul, right? But the Void card is really giving me all the information, because the Void card talks about how you're stripped away from everything. That's how I knew you had already surrendered. It actually shows her like laying naked on the moon, and it talks about like a completely clean slate. And this isn't just a clean slate in your physical environment. I'm getting like this is a clean slate in your mental environment too. In other words, again, like I was saying earlier, your mind thought one thing, but your heart knew something else, right? And then you have the Boundaries card here. I feel like this is the guidance for you. It's going to be really important that you You can see the butterfly like tapping, trying to get in. It's important you have healthy boundaries. It's important that you enforce those boundaries, but it's also important that you don't close yourself off too much, that you don't allow any magic in, right? All right, I hope that was helpful, Vanessa. All right, Mr. Savage on Twitch. Tiona. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, guys, so here is what we're doing. So just let me know when I call your name, which reading. Love messages. All right. Okay, so normally I tell you to think of who you want to get the messages from. But I hear that I'm going to pull 3 of these cards and then I'm going to tell you who it's from. How interesting is that? Talk about spirit putting me on the spot. Have mercy. All right, let's see what happens. I don't know who it is, but like there's a lot of intense energy, like the temperature just picked up in the room. It could be like passionate energy. I'm going through menopause, so it's kind of challenging to figure out over here. I know, right? Could just be a hot flash. Who knows? All right. It says, your body is a piece of art and your soul a piece of heaven. Yeah, there's some intense passion. I thought this was just lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. And you bring out the best in me. How interesting. The sunrise is sticking out to me on this picture, and I am getting like intense heat. The flamingos are even sticking out to me. I feel like this is someone who you could have, maybe you weren't in a relationship with this person, but you felt their intensity or you felt their attraction towards you, but maybe like you haven't acted on this energy yet. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, did we hear from Cottage Country? And we have Tiona on Facebook. Let me see. I gotta go see what Mr. Savage. I just talked to her. Maybe that's why the temp is rising. All right, Tiona on Facebook. I'm here and would like a general reading. All right. Oh, I don't like that. Yes, I can agree to it pretty well. Got many signs, but I just feel I don't feel I look attractive enough. Ooh. I don't even know what to say about that because I definitely struggle with my own, right? But I wonder like how many times we miss out on a real connection due to our own like lack of confidence in ourselves, right? Like if the person is showing interest and if the person is using their time to spend with us and communicate with us. Like someone told me that this weekend. They said if I didn't want to, I wouldn't be here. And I feel like a lot of times we worry or like we doubt, and I don't know, it's like we cause more friction than there needs to be, right? Like if the person is there and the person is putting the effort and doing the things, then why not you, right? Ooh, the hunger card came out, Tiona. I'm gonna keep shuffling, but you could be trying to figure out which wolf to feed. That was Scorpio's reading this week. Which wolf to feed, and that video is posted. All right, Tiona wants a general 3 cards. Queen of the Moon. All right, take some deep breaths with me. All right, there it is. The masculine, purity and protection. You also have void and fear. I did pick up on the fear. It's almost like you were nervous I was going to see. All right, so the masculine energy is here. It definitely could tell me that you are connected to a masculine energy. It could tell me that you're on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey, and that's why you were drawn to me. But the card itself talks about balancing your own masculine and feminine energies within. So I talk about this on this channel all the time. It's what we're here doing, right? But it's like we're learning to heal our own masculine and feminines, but I feel like it's very possible you have an actual masculine counterpart energy. Purity is here, and it tells me that right now you're could be like not together or not communicating. But it's like because there's this blanket, this clean blanket of snow. It's like clean slate. It's so the old tracks can be removed so that you can make a new path, new way. And protection is here. So it tells me that this journey you're on is highly, highly protected. The numbers are sticking out to me: 42, 24, 4224. So that could have something to do with something. But I also see the red cardinal. So it's like you could have like passed on loved one wanting you to know that you're highly protected. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Bling Girl on Twitch. You're going to be next. Hi, Bling Girl. Let me know which reading we're doing. I'm going to recommend that Aquarius New Moon. You can pick whichever one you want to do. You can ask a specific question. It is $10 energy exchange. You can see my Cash App there on the screen. I also take PayPal, and links for that is in the description box. Guys, if you do a purchase reading, exchange energy with me, you do get to jump the line. So please let us know right away in the comments. All right, so since you asked about a specific question, what I'm going to tell you is that whenever I offer these general readings, you want to ask Spirit your question. You don't have to ask me, you don't have to say it in the comments, you just want to think about it. And Spirit will tend to answer your question for you. All right. All right, here we go. General read, self-reflection. The first thing I notice is the mirror. Nourishment comes back out, and fruition. You have the trust card on the bottom. Again, with this like protective egg or protective bubble. But self-reflection, the mirror. So something could be mirroring back to you something that you need to heal. For those of us on a very specific journey, it's usually a counterpart energy. Nourishment is here, and nourishment, and I just want to say, if you by chance don't have a counterpart energy, it could be saying like you need to self-reflect and see maybe how it is that you had a part in a certain situation. I mean, it could be that, but I feel like it's going to be more about having that counterpart energy, or reflecting something to you that needs to be healed. Nourishment's also here. It tells me you're also struggling with something where your headspace or like your mind is telling you one thing, but your heart is telling you something else. Fruition is here, and I feel like you could be trying to manifest and you're having a hard time bringing things to fruition. And it is going to be because you need to balance that mind and heart space. In other words, it has to feel the same. It has to have the same direction. If your heart's telling you to go one way and you're taking action towards that, but your headspace telling you to go somewhere else and you're taking action towards that, then you're definitely being split and you're not really going forward, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I think the trust on the bottom is going to be big, but girl, it's going to be about, like trusting that what's happening is meant to happen. And in other words, like not to force something or push something. All right, being not white on Twitch, you are next. You're still with us, yes. Joa Firmino. Are they on Twitch or YouTube? All right, guys, I'm about to wrap it up. So let me know if you guys are hanging out, if you got put on the list, if we missed you on the list. Now is the time to let me know. And thank you guys who came in here and hung out. I appreciate you guys, everyone who participated. We moved through them pretty quick today, huh? Don't forget, guys, tomorrow is fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Again, 8 p.m. always, right? We're definitely sticking to the 8 p.m. Danger Zone. Danger Zone, did you want to do a reading? Be vocal right now, Miss L says. I see you, Danger Zone. Let me know. Aquarius New Moon or love messages. All things charms still here. All things charms. Let me know which reading. All things charms. All right, love messages. So I heard communication blockage. I don't know what that means, but I kind of get the impression that it's like someone is keeping someone from communicating with someone else. All right, Danger Zone. I feel like you're going to know who these messages are from. And I feel like this person that is sending you these messages could be around someone. It's definitely giving me that energy like misery loves company type of thing. It's almost like this person doesn't want the person giving you the messages to like enjoy anything or have happiness or yeah. it's definitely giving me like some strong karmic energies. That's not who the reading. I mean, it's not the energy I'm getting from like who's delivering the messages, but they are definitely around some not so nice energy. I feel like I've known you all of my life, yet you are so mysterious. I feel like that's just like big twin confirmation. I know how strong you are, yet I feel so protective over you. This has been coming out a lot, and that protective energy has been coming out a lot. And the sound of your laughter is like a drug to me. And you see that part right there, the sound of your laughter is like a drug to me. It's like you bring happiness to this person, you bring joy to this person, but they're definitely around someone where it's like that person doesn't want them to be happy. It's like they're miserable, so they want them to be miserable too, type of energy. All right, Danger Zone, I hope that was helpful. All right, all things charm, general. All right, guys, I think this is the last one, right? Yes, last one. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's do Queen of the Moon. Thank you, Danger Zone. Danger Zone, send some unconditional love to your person and also do that like the white protection bubble. I know it sounds cheesy, but it works, y'all. Don't knock it till you try it. But just try envisioning yourself and your person in this white light or like this white protective bubble. Because they definitely are struggling with someone who's just not very happy, not very kind. All right, all things charms. Here we go. General read. Queen of the Moon, what you need to know. The first card to come out is going to be the Hunter Moon card, Abundance. The Abundance card in Queen of the Moon is a little bit different than any other Abundance card I've seen. In this particular deck, it talks about how you have everything you need. You have everything you need. Sometimes when I see that card, I feel like we think that we need more, or there's more that we're supposed to go do, or more we're supposed to go get. And Spirit saying, no, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you have everything you need. You also have the Wisdom card. It's number 22, Ascension. This is telling me that you're on a very specific type of spiritual awakening journey. In other words, most likely someone came into your life and woke you up. All right, one more, please. The Nourishment card comes back out again. So I feel like when I was giving readings earlier, that's why you stayed, right? It was like you felt that pull about the head space and the heart space not matching, not meeting. Abundance, you want something that you think you don't have, but it's actually already with you. I feel like you're in the process of learning that, but that is what's like kicked off this whole awakening journey. And the trick is going to be that you have to get the heart space and the head space to match up. In other words, your mind and your heart need to go together. The easiest way to do that is find your purpose, align with your purpose, and then just give everything you got to that, right? And everything that's meant to you, meant to be for you, cannot pass you, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys so very much for coming in here. I love you all so very much. I appreciate you guys, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Sandra, jumping to all different platforms. You are amazing. Thank you, all things Charms. I hope to see you again. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I hope to see all of you guys there. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, the join button, the follow button, you know, all those good buttons. All right, you guys, I'll see everyone tomorrow night, fire signs. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.